Hello everybody and welcome to another Nephilim Builds. Today we'll be embracing our inner demons as Vergil from Devil May Cry. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of these characters rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. With that said, let's start with ability scores. We're going to start with the 15 in Dexterity. Vergil is a speedy fighter. After that is the 14 in Intelligence. Unlike Dante, Vergil is a planner. Next will be the 13 in Constitution. The Sons of Sparda don't go down easy. We'll put the 12 in Strength, we needed other things more, and we'll put the 10 into Charisma. He got at least one woman into bed. Lastly, we'll dump Wisdom, we just don't need it. For Race, we're going to go with the standard Tiefling, since I couldn't pick any of the others that fit with their spells. We'll put our increases to Intelligence and Dexterity, and we'll get Dark Vision of 60 feet, Hellish Resistance, and Infernal Legacy. We'll also speak Common and Infernal. We're going to go with a custom background, taking proficiency in Arcana and Religion, and taking Abyssal and Celestial for languages. Moving on to class, we're going to start off as a fighter, getting proficiency in Strength and Constitution saving throws, and take Acrobatics and Athletics for skills. We'll also be proficient with all weapons, armor, and shields. At level 1 we get Second Wind and our fighting style, which will be dueling. At level 2 we get Action Surge, and at level 3 we get our martial archetype. If you saw Katana and thought Samurai, then sorry, but no. We're taking Echo Knight for Doppelganger, getting Manifest Echo and Unleash Incarnation. At level 4, we get an ability score improvement, which we'll put into Dexterity. Next, we're going to multiclass to Wizard. Sorcerer would probably be more accurate since Vergil's powers are innate, but Wizard has two spells that we need that Sorcerer can't get. That said, Vergil definitely experiments with his powers more than Dante. Also, Charisma is too low. At level 1 we get Arcane Recovery, and at level 2 we get our Arcane Tradition. We're going to pick Blade Singing, getting Blade Song and Proficiency in Performance. At level 4 we get an Ability Score Improvement, which will cap our Dexterity, and at level 6 we get Extra Attack. At level 8 is another Ability Score Improvement, which will put into Intelligence. At level 10 we get Song of Defense, and at level 10 we get another Ability Score Improvement to cap our Intelligence. This is where we're going to stop, which means we finally have our modifiers. Now it's time to talk spells. As a wizard, our spellcasting ability is Intelligence, our spell save DC is 18, and our spell attack modifier is plus 10. At level 12 we have 5 cantrips to choose from. We'll take Booming Blade to serve as a nice charge slash, and Sword Burst to lash out with Mirage Blades. We'll take Shocking Grasp for later, and then Blade Ward and True Strike since none of the other cantrips fit, and we get Thaumaturgy from Infernal Legacy. We have 4 first level slots, 3 second, third, and fourth level slots, 2 fifth level slots, and 1 sixth level slot. We get Hellish Rebuke and Darkness for free from Infernal Legacy, though we can only cast them once and only with a specific slot. We technically have 28 spells, but can only prepare 17, so that's all we'll worry about. Magic Missile can be a barrage of Mirage Blades, while Ice Knife is a Mirage Blade that explodes, so what if it does cold damage? Mage Armor and Shield are arguably even more important to Bladesinger than other wizards, and Find Familiar can let us summon a Raven for Griffin, which is where Shocking Grasp comes in. Blur and Mirror Image are both great for just being dodgier, and Misty Step can help with repositioning once higher slots run out. Cloud of Daggers can summon a few spinning Mirage Blades, and Shadow Blade can serve as a Mirage Edge. Blink is another good way to jump around the battlefield if a little unreliable, while Haste is a more straightforward way of both dealing and avoiding damage. Dimension Door can get you out of a sticky situation, Far Step is the best way to blink around unpredictably, and Summon Greater Demon can serve to summon Nightmare. Sadly, I couldn't find anything suitable for Shadow. Our last two spells are going to be the big ones. Steel Wind Strike is the closest we're going to get to Vergil's signature dimensional slash attack, and Tensor's Transformation is our Devil Trigger. These are the two spells we needed to be a wizard for. Going back to the main sheet, I have some good news and some bad news. Bad news is the Yamato is going to have to be a scimitar. The good news is we're making it Vorpal. Hey, it's a legendary sword that cuts through everything except rocket launchers. It's got to be something special. I suggest you homebrew something for it instead though. We will need an arcane focus to cast spells, so we'll give him a rod and call it the stick up his ass. We have no armor, but our AC with mage armor is 18. Add Blade Song, Haste, and Shield, and you can turn that into a 30. Our movement speed is also 30, and our average HP is 92 with 4d10 and 12d6 hit dice. And with that, we are done. As for the last 4 levels, the obvious answer is Fighter for 2 more ability score improvements. Either put both into Constitution or use one for the tough feat. So why didn't I do that? Because maybe I missed something. Maybe you disagree on the dumped wisdom and want some monk for a longsword. Or maybe, like Nero, you also call Vergil daddy and want to raise charisma for some warlock. I also couldn't add anything for a healing factor, so you'll just have to settle for not getting hit 80% of the time. Thank you everybody so much for watching. After thinking about it, I've decided to hold off on a Patreon account for now, but it will happen. So let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I will see you all next week when we make the Chosen Undead from Dark Souls.